We are creating tomorrow's history. Right now, in these uncertain times, every decision we make shapes our future. But how can we face that future with less stress and insecurity? The answer is preparation. Are you prepared? Hello, everybody, and welcome to SuttonsDaze. If you're new here, my name is Lisa, and we are all about pantry preparedness. A little while ago, I did a video, 136 days, 100 days, talking about the potential for civil unrest occurring with just this entire political situation going on. The world today is just pure chaos, okay? And friends and family are not talking to each other. It's just getting more separated than it ever has. Our country is more divided today than any time that I can recall in my life, and I don't think it's going to get any better. And the closer that we get to the election, I think the harder this is going to hit. I got quite a few messages from you folks. Hey, I love it that you reach out to me after the incident. You know the incident, okay? So I said it didn't surprise me. I was not shocked. You kind of saw it coming, you know? So one way or another, this is going to keep happening. So keeping on the theme of working towards the election and what could potentially happen before, during, and after the election, and how we can become better prepared for it, I thought that we'd dive in just a little bit more. With so much happening around us today, from natural disasters to political upheaval, it's more important than ever to become prepared. And I'm not talking a bunker full of ammo, okay? I'm talking about basic preparedness. Have a month's worth of food stocked up. Have a month's worth of water stocked up, or a way to purify water. Have a month's worth of your toiletries stocked up, okay? Have a month's worth of funds to pay your bills. Because, yeah, I know, that's the hard one. That's the really hard one, quite honestly. That kind of preparedness, that level of preparedness will make your life so much easier. I want you guys to do a little time warp with me, okay, and go back to March of 2020 when the world started shutting down and everybody went, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Hello, you know? And I would wager a guess that more than 75% of the country literally just did not know what to do. And then there were the 25% of us that are more preparedness minded that went, okay, I can do this. Yeah, it's stressful. Yeah, there's insecurity because you're unsure of what's happening. But okay, we can do this because we took the time to become prepared, not knowing that was going to happen. Here's the deal. We know this is going to happen. We know this is coming down the pike. To what degree is the only question, quite honestly. To what degree will something happen? And I don't care. You guys know, I don't care. I don't want to hear your political ramblings. I don't want to hear your religious ramblings. This is preparedness. This is pantry preparedness, okay? I don't care about your religion and your politics. What I do care are about the ramifications that happen because of the zealots and the people that are just so ramped up about the whole thing, right? It makes it dangerous for everyone. Uncertainty is a way of life. You can't be certain about everything. There's no way, okay? But being prepared can significantly reduce the stress and the insecurity that come with it. It's just the way that it works. I literally, on my personal Facebook page, have been unfollowing, most of the people that I know because I don't want to see it. I don't want to witness it. I don't want to witness your hatred and your racism and your bigotry. I don't want to have it pull any part of my energy. And so when I see it start coming across, I just go unfollow. Yeah, we're still connected. We're still friends, okay? But I'm not going to watch the poop show that everyone seems to be contributing to. I'm just not going to do it. I know how to look up facts. I'm a grown adult. You are a grown adult. Learn to look up facts. It's that simple. In times of crisis, we need reliable information and support. Okay? We don't need people's opinions. We don't need memes. We don't need any of that crap. Our Facebook community is majorly focused on pantry preparedness, okay? But we're dedicated to sharing tips, resources, encouragement to help each other stay prepared without the political or the religious slants. Flat out, I boot your butt out of the group, okay? So it's just straight up preparedness and being helpful and encouraging and supportive. Sometimes people just need a shoulder. Sometimes people just need a cheerleader. And that's what our group does. And it's getting to the point now where that's pretty much the only feed I see in my Facebook feed anymore. It's working out pretty well. So let's talk about some potential scenarios, okay, that many are concerned about. And one of them being like a 4-week lockdown. They see me pull out the camera and they all got to talk, okay? So, you know, a 4-week lockdown around the election. The election's November 5th. Things can start getting really heated up pretty much any time after the 1st of November. It can easily go for a month afterwards. Once the results are tallied, it can ramp up again. There's like 3 major potential dates where things can ramp up continuously. So what I'm encouraging you to do is get prepared for a month. Do you know what? If nothing happens, please, if nothing happens, what's the worst that happens? You're prepared for a month. Yeah, bonus. Regardless of where you stand politically, okay, it's wise to prepare for disruptions that can occur. So get whatever you need. I mean, literally, whatever you need to get through for a month down lockdown. Pretend you're on a lockdown, okay? The world's a poop show. Let's pretend it's a lockdown. Somebody's flying overhead right now. But flip back to 2020. That's all you have to think about is what did you not have that you thought you should have if it happened again? Because disruptions come in many shapes and sizes, okay? Everything from distribution to people to, you know, there's a lot of different disruptions that can occur. So first you want to make sure you have enough food and water. It's 30 days. It's not a lot, people, okay? And we're going to assume that you're eating 3 meals a day. They don't have to be elaborate meals. It has to be food. So if that's a can of tuna, that's a day, okay? Break it down. If you want everything to stay status quo, then you're going to have a lot more planning and expense going into it. But if you're just getting started in the preparedness field, aim for a month. Figure out 30 days of very simple, easy meals, 3 meals a day, maybe a little snacky snack, for once a day. Popcorn, I cannot highly recommend enough popcorn, okay? And water. Now, when I look at stocking up 30 days worth of water, okay, for Phil and I, that's 60 gallons. For the 2 dogs, that's another 60 gallons. For the chickens, that's another 60 gallons. For the pigs, forget it. Okay, so we have a well. I can take care of the outside, as long as we can get water from the well. But for Phil and I, we do have to have it filtered. For the dogs, we do have to have it filtered. So I have to concentrate on making sure that I've got enough water or a way to purify water. It's that simple. Either stack it to the rafters or find a way to purify it. Food and water. Don't forget about any special dietary needs. If you have folks in your household that are super sensitive, have to have specific things, I don't know anything about that. You're going to have to literally start working on that. You should have been working on it already. Start working on that. There's got to be a way to either work with it or to work around it. But only you can figure that out. Stock up on essentials, not wants, essentials. So things like canned goods, freeze-dried foods, bottled water. Remember, it's better to have more than you need than to run out. But make sure it's essentials, okay? Make sure it's what you really need. And take into consideration that if things go really crazy, it could affect the grid, okay? So you're going to need to be able to unload some freezers or have some generators running. And I've been hit with, generators make a lot of noise and people will come. Yeah, they will. They will. Don't kid yourself. They will come if they hear the generator. If there's a great enough need and they can hear it, they will come. So a generator should always, at its very best, be a temporary solution. Do I recommend having a multitude of freezers? Never. Never. I think canning, I think freeze drying, I think dehydrating are the way to go. because it's real food. It's put away. It does not require electricity. Okay. So you need to think through that if you have a multitude of freezers, what do you do if the grid goes down? What do you do if the utilities are disrupted and you don't know when or if they're coming back on? You need to be able to can that up quickly. Okay. So that's not something I recommend. However, I have explained to other people, I have 2 freezers. I've dwindled it down from 4. I've gotten reasonable. And I know that in probably a 48-hour period, I can can up every single thing that I've got in those freezers. Now, the key with that is that A, I have the jars to do it. B, I have the canners to do it. I have the heat source to do it. Okay. So if you just have the food in the freezer and our utilities are disrupted and you no longer have electricity, what are you going to do? A generator is a very short-term fix, a very short-term fix. So I don't recommend relying on those heavily. It's just not something I would rely on. Next, you want to ensure that you have a well-stocked first aid kit. We covered this before, and necessary medications. Talk to your doctor. And if it comes down to it, talk to your doctor about you're concerned around the election. You want to make sure that you have everything that you need, okay? Health emergencies don't wait for convenient times. They never have, they never will. They will look for the most inconvenient time, okay? So I know that it's an issue. Try talking to your doctors. Try seeing what you can do. I know it's not available for all medications. Sometimes we just have to bite the bullet, per se, and take the risk of going and getting it if we can. Don't forget about backup power sources like batteries and lights, flashlights, portable radio. It can keep you connected and safe during power outages. Now, somebody mentioned to me, a couple people mentioned to me in my last video that, yeah, you know, most of us don't have a ham radio. While they would like for everyone to get out there and get one, yeah. So there is a GMRS radio that you have to purchase it. You do have to get a license. It's $35, I think, and it lasts for 10 years. There is no test. So something to check into. They're affordable, and I'll put a link down below for the ones that we picked up. Finally, you want to stay informed and you want to stay connected. That doesn't mean you have to engage. That means you are sitting in the stadium and you are watching the poop show happening and you are picking up key information that then you go research from reliable sources, okay? So don't get involved in it, but be aware of it. That's really important. Stay informed, stay connected. Don't isolate yourself. Nobody does good with that. Find your people. We've talked about finding your people, okay? Remember that we're all in this together. We really are. And we need to be less divided, significantly less divided. So by staying prepared and staying connected, we can face any challenge that comes our way, okay? And we can do it with confidence and without all of the insecurities that happen when you're not prepared. I cannot imagine what it felt like going through all of that stuff in 2020 and not being prepared. We were prepared, and it was stressful. And it has the potential to do that again for the next few months. So I encourage you to get out there, be prepared, do your due, because literally every decision that we make right now shapes our future. Personally, individually, as a family, as a community, and as a nation. We need to be better people on so many levels. So throw it down below what kind of preparedness that you are working on this week. I look forward to hearing all of your good stuff. If you want to check out the last couple of videos I did on this, check out this playlist right here. Until next time, everybody, be safe.